This is August 11th. Sand cherry is enormous. Branches are looking more red, so that's kind of cool. Evening primrose pretty much taking over this half of the space. Yellow dahlia. It's popped out of the street. It has lots of blooms on it. So we have a probably blue spice basil popped up here. Some more zinnias. Artemisia is getting buried. Basil. Zinnia patch. It's all reseeded from last year. So I got some things in between that are getting overshadowed. A little salvia can't compete there. Some lavender. Lots of flowers. This salvia. Red sage salvia seems to be getting enough height to get above all of the zinnias. Oh, there's a black village. Looks like we have more strawberries coming in. Little corner where I can't get anything to take. Some yarrow, Narcissa, a juca, grass I need to pull up. Some yarrow. There's several bulbs in here too. A little anemic looking dahlia. Catnut's very happy. Kind of wish I'd put it in that corner. Salvia. More Narcissa. Oh, look at them. Mondo grass. Sage. This is, see, under the maple tree. Not a whole lot performs well. Got a lot of things that I've tried and not a lot has worked so far. Okay, we'll come up the stairs. We're trying. Sorry, I don't have a frog in my throat here. But trying to do the rest of the mulching. I have to actually water for the first time in a while today. It's been watered, sorry. It's been raining nonstop for like a month. Just have a little look over here. Another dahlia. And, oh, good morning, cat. Lots of little zinnias popping up. I just throw seeds in this corner as much as I can. That is a Brazilian verbena. I think I've seen it called lollipop verbena. These guys. Over there I have Grrl. It seems like it's doing well. Got one little sage bush that's not doing well at all. just put in a Stokes aster right there, which is native. So maybe that means it'll be happy. There's a little dahlia. Cat. Don't follow me everywhere, huh? Okay. That's a yarrow and the strawberries. And the trees, American plum, and then 2 hazelnut, and 2 sand cherry. Those seem to be doing really pretty well, finally. Little fig tree. Need to get more mulch because the grass is really taking hold. I'm gonna have to like cardboard and mulch everything all over again. Start over here. Cat. She's literally in between my feet. Okay, so that would be my Arabian Nights dahlia. And then underneath here, I've got this zebra crossing dianthus. Hi, cat. And then some coral bells, and I can't remember which one that is. It might be Pinot Noir. And then I have several dahlia, Dracula dahlias. They're just tiny little guys. It looks like that one might be about to make flowers. And they are pink. Some kind of volunteer popping up there. But that is also the zebra crossing dianthus, not as happy or healthy. All of these are done doing their thing, but calla lily, peonies, we have a clematis in the back on a trellis. So we've got more of the Dracula dahlias and the pomegranate that seems to be finally healthy. Zebra crossing dianthus, which I missed there. It's an alyssum. More dahlia, and gardenias, and then, come on, cat. So this is done pretty well, considering it gets blasted with full sun all day, but again, we have had a really weird month with tons of rain, and so I haven't had to water much of anything. That hasn't depended on me for much, but ice plant seems to be holding her own. Little geranium seems to be doing fine. Yarrow is good. Happy about that. And so all along the back is iris, and these are Cenothera. They haven't bloomed yet. I'm hoping that they will. They might have been planted too late for it this year. 9 bark was also a native. And I had hollyhocks earlier in the season. I got a bajillion baby hollyhocks all over. Just letting things reseed. 9 bark, Grrl daisy, and then my sunflowers have all largely been pulled over by bears, which I'm fine with. So this sea of wilderness, I'm just going to point out, and I'm hoping in the wintertime Bill can get a hold of all this, but there's just too much life happening right now. That is a forsythia I planted this year. Looks like it's doing really well. There's some catnip behind it, Perovskia, Russian sage. I've got a lot of anise hyssop. I've got a lot of volunteer borage. I have an entire field of volunteer calendula. And then beyond is a raspberry patch. There's some couple of the sunflowers I planted this year. They're over there, they're very small. But these guys over here are starting to fruit, and so I'm having to wade in there every day. And it's one of the many ways that I feel like I need to plan better for these things. Sunflower is putting out multiple blooms. It was very large. I cut off the flowering head so it could keep on flowering. And it's making little ones, and the bears haven't pulled that one over, which is surprising. Got back in on this one, which is awesome. And then we'll check up on everything over here. Lavender seems quite happy. I thought it wouldn't have enough sunlight, but apparently it does. I did just put in this lobelia. There's one on the other side. Red brown, very happy. Flowed a long time ago. That is the same lobelia there, I believe. Cardinal flowers, excuse me. Let's see. Done with the gladiolus so far. This little planter, I believe that is a catalpa baby. So there might be two. That squirrel planted for me. And that is a geranium right there. Has little purple flowers. Looks like I might have something sprouting in between it. But the little hooker is in between. I have to come take that out. I don't need any catalpa trees. They're quite large. Those seem to be doing fine. Hostas. Still looking peaky. Once they go dormant, I think I'm going to dig at least one of them, two of them up, maybe. So a juga and some mondo grass, looking pretty happy. Little mouse ear hosta. I put in a bunch of columbine this season. My black lace elderberry here. She goes back and forth between looking real happy and real unhappy. Oh, I'm sorry, cat. I'm sorry. I'm literally underfoot, though. More juga. More hookers. Hosta. Oops, I don't know, it's frozen out there. Hostas. More hookah. Those are an apricot. And then, let's see, the coleus. That one's pretty sad looking. Just one spot where the gutters kind of overflow and it just beats up everything. And this little columbine is just hanging on somehow. So yeah, the columbines look like they're getting eaten up by some kind of leaf miner, but they're hanging in there. And that's eastern columbine and then a blue star columbine, and the eastern is native. So, and they're perennial, so they should come back next year and have some flowers. Because yeah, we missed that this year too. That's okay. Next year. That's a flamethrower coleus that was overwintered. This is probably my favorite part of the yard. It's the most orderly for sure. Everything else is not even managed chaos anymore, it's just chaos. And it kind of runs itself once I get it all replanted. The coleus that overwintered. And I think I always forget to mention my hellebore in the mix there. And that is plum pudding. But the hellebore, I believe it's called Ice and Roses, something like that. And I did divide, this is the original over here. I did divide it once. And this little guy, they're very slow growing, so I don't know if it's just not the best conditions for them, but, or if I divided it too soon. That is lungwort. And I've got 2 elderberries, and look at the other one that were grown from cuttings, and these have taken off. This is like the first time I really successfully propagated from a cutting. I'm very pleased. Painted fern that on year 3 is finally filling out and looking good because I thought it was dead. Heucheras, this little planter, Ornamentals, hasn't been very serious, and then on this corner, the last thing, the oak leaf hydrangea that, you know, I have to grow in a barrel because there's essentially, I can't, concrete underneath it. When I went to go put it in, I didn't realize there was, somebody had left a bag of concrete there years ago, so we put it in a barrel instead. Okay, we'll end on that.